Once upon a time, in a wide open field, there lived a little seed. It was tiny and round, with a shiny brown shell. The seed lay inside a soft bed of soil with many other seeds. Above them, the sky stretched wide and blue. Birds sang in the distance, and the wind carried the scent of fresh grass. The little seed often looked up through the tiny cracks in the soil and saw the tall trees standing proudly in the distance. Their branches reached high into the sky, their leaves danced with the wind, and their roots held the earth firmly. The little seed admired them. "I want to be like them," the seed whispered to itself. "I want to grow tall and strong. I want to touch the sky." The other seeds around it laughed gently. "You are just a seed now," said one seed. "Trees take a long time to grow. Be patient." But the little seed did not like waiting. Every day, it dreamed of becoming a giant tree overnight. "I do not want to wait years," it thought. "I want to wake up tomorrow and already be tall." One spring morning, rain fell softly from the sky. The drops soaked into the ground, touching the little seed. For the first time, it felt something inside it change. Its shell softened, and a tiny sprout began to push out. The little seed was excited. "Yes," it thought, "this is it. I will grow into a tree today." But when the rain stopped, the sprout was still tiny. The seed pushed harder, wanting to grow fast, but the soil held gently, not allowing it to rush. "Grow slowly," whispered the soil. "Roots must go deep before branches can rise." "I don't want to grow slowly," the little seed said. "I want to be big now." The wind passed by and laughed kindly. "Little seed, I have seen many trees grow. None of them became tall in one night. Patience gives you strength." But the little seed did not want to listen. It tried to stretch its sprout quickly, but the sun grew hot during the day, and the tiny sprout drooped. The seed felt tired. Days turned into weeks. The seed's sprouts slowly grew taller. Tiny leaves began to appear, but the seed was still impatient. When it looked around, it saw the grass growing quickly and flowers blooming faster. "Why do they grow so fast while I grow so slowly?" it complained. A flower nearby smiled. "Because we are different," said the flower. "I will bloom quickly, but also fade quickly. You will grow slowly, but one day you will stand tall for years. Be patient." The little seed sighed. It tried to wait, but every night it looked up at the stars and dreamed of being a tree already. Summer arrived. The days grew longer, and the sun shone brighter. The little seed, now a small plant, stretched toward the light. But sometimes the sun was too strong, and the soil dried up. The plant felt thirsty and weak. One day, the plant whispered to the sky, "I cannot wait anymore. I want to be tall now. I want to have big branches and give shade like the others." A wise old oak tree nearby heard the little plant's voice. The oak had stood in the field for more than 100 years. Its branches were wide, and its trunk was thick. Its roots went deep into the earth. The oak said gently, "Little one, do you know how long it took me to grow this tall?" The plant looked up at the mighty tree. "Maybe 1 year?" it guessed. The oak laughed softly. "No, my friend. I have been growing for many, many years. Every season taught me something new. The rain gave me water. The sun gave me energy. The wind made me strong. Even the storms helped me grow deep roots. If I had hurried, I would not have survived." The little plant listened carefully. The oak continued, "Growth is not a race. It is a journey. If you grow too fast, your roots will not hold you. A strong tree is built over time." The little plant felt quiet. It realized that the oak's strength came from patience. From that day, it decided to stop rushing. It whispered to itself, I will grow at my own pace. I will learn from every day. As the summer continued, the plant focused on growing roots deeper into the soil. The deeper its roots went, the stronger it felt. Rain came and went. The sun rose and set. Slowly, the plant grew taller. Autumn arrived. The air turned cool, and leaves turned golden and red. The little plant watched as the flowers around it began to fade. Some seeds flew away with the wind. The plant's leaves turned slightly yellow, but it did not worry. "This is just part of growing," whispered the soil. Winter followed. Snow fell softly, covering the ground. The little plant, now a young tree, shivered in the cold wind. It lost some of its leaves and stood bare. It worried, "Will I survive this cold?" The oak spoke again. "Do not fear winter. It makes your roots strong. Even when you cannot see growth above the ground, you are still growing inside." The young tree closed its eyes and waited through the winter. It learned to rest, to gather strength. When spring returned, warm sunlight touched its branches. New leaves sprouted again, greener than before. The young tree felt stronger than ever. Birds began to land on its branches, singing happy songs. Years passed like this, spring after winter, summer after spring. The little seed that once dreamed of growing overnight was no longer little. It had become a tall, strong tree. Its branches reached high into the sky, its trunk stood firm, its roots were deep and powerful. Squirrels ran up and down its trunk, birds built nests in its branches, people came to rest under its shade. Children laughed and played around it. The tree had become part of many lives. It had become a source of shade, shelter, and beauty. The tree often repeated its lesson to new seeds. Do not rush to grow. The tallest trees grow slowly. Patience builds strength. Each season gives you something special. Trust the journey. The little seed that once wanted to grow overnight had learned that true growth takes time, patience, and faith. And because it waited, it became something lasting and strong.